Welcome to Pass Auf. My name is Herr Schmidt, and I'm being assisted today by my wife, Frau Schmidt. And we're here today to play Pass Auf. On this side we have the Trailblazers, and on this side we have the Broncos. Let me pass out the rules to you so that we have an opportunity to go through these. First of all, so that you know how the game will play, we have 5 members on each team, which is good. If during the contest day in one of the rounds, if you only have 4 people that come in, you can add a person, but you can't substitute in and out. You can begin with 5 players or 2 players or 3 players, and then if somebody needs to go do another event, they can do so. We do that so that we can stay on schedule because we generally play a double elimination tournament, and that means we have to start all of the Pass Auf games on time, as close to time as we can. Now, in the game, will consist of 25 questions, and each of those questions come from one of 5 different categories. We have history and politics, arts and letters, odds and ends, grammar, and Erdkunde. And there's something special about Erdkunde. It will be asked in German and must be answered in German. So please keep that in mind. Now, the way that the questions are organized, there will be 10-point questions from each category, 20-point questions from each, 30 points from each category, 40 points, and 50 points. And we usually start out with the easy ones, the 10-pointers in the beginning. All right. The way the play goes is that I will begin reading an answer, or reading a question. And from the time I finish reading the question for the first time, the time will start, and there's 30 seconds. In the 30 seconds, you may confer with each other, and when you think you know something, you can buzz in. If no team buzzes in within 30 seconds, then we pass the question and go on to the next one. If when I'm reading the question, somebody buzzes in before I finish, then I stop, and I cannot give any clues or answer any questions. You have to do your best with what you have heard. If you miss the question, then I will repeat the question for the other team so that they have an opportunity. After you've signaled that you want to answer the question, you have again 30 seconds to confer as a group, and then you must give the information to your team captain. Now, who are my team captains today? Over here and over here. Very good. So you can whisper to them, tell them. In some instances, you may designate a player on your team to begin giving the answer, but you have to be sure that I am aware of that when you do it. So you need to get my attention, say, I designate so-and-so to be able to do that. Okay? There are no negative points, only positive points accrue. So that's the game. Are you ready to begin? Let's test the buzzers. Let's start over here, please. Test the buzzers all the way down. Very good. On this side. All right. Any questions? All right, let's begin. Erdkunde für 10. Auf Deutsch bitte. Wie heißt die Hauptstadt von Deutschland?
Berlin.
Berlin ist richtig für 10 Punkte. Odds and ends for 10. As of January 1st, 2002, what is the basic monetary unit in Germany?
The euro.
The euro is correct. Arts and letters for 10. Name the German scientist who is considered the father of the American space program.
Or we are not able to come up with an answer.
Okay. I'll repeat the question. Name the German scientist who is considered the father of the American space program.
I don't know what the last name is. Schneider?
Nein. Werner von Braun. Wernher von Braun.
I knew it.
That's always the case. History and politics for 10. Name the last major German offensive of World War II in the West.
The Battle of the Bulge.
That's correct for 10 points. All right, grammar for 10. In German, some words are spelled with a consonant that does not exist in the English alphabet. Give the German name for this letter.
The Z.
Richtig. All right, grammar for 20. Give the plural for the following noun. Mann.
Mena.
Man is correct for 20. Odds and ends for 20. Give the German equivalent of we believe what we wish to believe.
Wir glauben, was wir wünschen glauben.
Nein, that is nicht richtig. I'll repeat the question, odds and ends for 20. Give the German equivalent of we believe what we wish to believe. Y'all want that?
That's okay. We need to say it.
Wir glauben, was wir uns wünschen zu glauben.
Nein, das ist also falsch. Was man wünscht, glaubt man gern. This is one of the idioms and proverbs that are on the list that are posted on the state website. So you might want to get those downloaded quickly and learn those for the contest. All right. Erdkunde für 20. Auf Deutsch bitte. Welcher Fluss ist die Grenze zwischen Liechtenstein und der Schweiz?
Fifteen seconds.
Die Donau.
Falsch. Welcher Fluss ist die Grenze zwischen Liechtenstein und der Schweiz?
Seconds.
Die Rhein.
Es ist der Rhein. Arts and letters for 20. Which king of Bavaria was the royal patron of Richard Wagner?
Ludwig II.
That is correct for 20. History and politics for 20. Name the Prussian king who preferred French to German.
Frederick the Great.
Frederick the Great. And let me continue that question. And often calmed his fears before battle by playing the flute. All right, history and politics for 30. This is a two-part question. Name the current chancellor of Germany and to which political party does she belong?
Angela Merkel and the Christian Democratic Union.
That's correct for 30. Arts and letters for 30. What was the name of the group of artists who gathered in Munich before World War I and included the famous Russian-born artist Vasily Kandinsky? What is the name of the group of artists who gathered in Munich before World War I and included the famous Russian-born artist Vasily Kandinsky?
15 seconds.
Are we passing this one? We pass over here? Okay, that's Der Blaue Reiter. Der Blaue Reiter. Odds and ends for 30. What is the German name for the famous boys' choir from Vienna?
Vienna Boys Choir? Yeah.
What is the German name for the famous boys' choir from Vienna?
That's a guess.
Oh.
I'll designate this to Lena.
Wiener Sängerknaben.
Richtig. All right, grammar for 30. What are two ways to say it is 4:30 a.m.?
Es ist 4:30 und es ist 4:30 Uhr.
Richtig. 11:30. Auf Deutsch bitte. Wie heißt der größte See Bayerns?
Die Chiemsee.
Chiemsee ist richtig. Grammar for 40. Change the following sentence into the present perfect, or also known as the conversational past tense. Lädt uns ein. Change this sentence into the present perfect, also known as the conversational past tense. Lädt uns ein.
Seconds. Seconds. 5.
Need an answer.
Hat uns geleitet.
Falsch. Change the following sentence into the present perfect or conversational past tense. Lädt uns ein.
I designate this to Aaron.
Hat uns eingeladen.
Richtig, hat uns eingeladen. For 40. Arts and letters for 40. During the 15th century, guilds were formed to cultivate poetry and music. What were the members of these guilds called? During the 15th century, guilds were formed to cultivate poetry and music. What were the members of these guilds called?
Auf Deutsch or in English? A bard.
Falsch. During the 15th century, guilds were formed to cultivate poetry and music. What were the members of these guilds called?
Guild members.
Meistersänger or Meistersinger, I would have accepted either English or
Okay.
German. History and politics for 40. Name the missionary who attempted to Christianize the Germanic tribes. He established the bishoprics of Salzburg, Regensburg, Passau, and Erfurt. His remains are currently buried in. We saw this in this one.
I know. I can't remember.
Fulda, in Fulda Cathedral.
His remains are buried.
Okay. Name the missionary who attempted to Christianize the German tribes. He established the bishoprics of Salzburg, Regensburg, Passau, and Erfurt.
Fifteen seconds.
St. James.
No. Name the missionary who attempted to Christianize the Germanic tribes. He established the bishoprics of Salzburg, Regensburg, Passau, and Erfurt.
Saint Christopher.
No. St. Boniface. St. Boniface. Erdkunde für 40 auf Deutsch bitte. Zweiteilig. Wie heißt Deutschlands höchster Berg und in welchem Bundesland steht er? Zweiteilig. Wie heißt Deutschlands höchster Berg und in welchem Bundesland steht er?
München und Großgartner.
Falsch. So, what is the final score?
The score is the Broncos 130 and the Trailblazers 230.
Congratulations.
And somebody wants to ring their buzzer again.
Oh, be sure to check your schedules to see when you need to be back in here for your next round. Thank you very much.